This pretty good coverage is brought to you by Power Grip, the official retail partner of the European Pro Tour.
Hello and welcome back to coverage of the 2023 Belgian Open. This is round 2 back 9 coverage of the MPO lead card brought to you by MDG Media. We are playing in the beautiful Parc Bourdon, just south of Brussels, and man, is it an exciting back 9 here that we have for you. I'm Connor Wood, and joining me once again, Tomi Tikko.
Do I have to say anything anymore?
Only if you want to.
Hello guys, once again. Current leader is Teemu Talikainen, leading by 1 stroke.
Correct.
After hole 9, we saw
a twist
action.
Of fate,
yes.
Let's say. Make sure to go check that out if you haven't already. Then come back and join us here on the back 9. The front 9 is worth watching.
And back 9 is quite easier, so you'll enjoy this for sure.
Should be a hot one. As we see here, hole 10, par 4, 175 meters. This fairway slopes softly right to left. These red flags mark a hazard zone at about 130 to 150 meters down the fairway. As you then bend left into this very nice green, a lot of players will be playing the backhand hyzer ×2 on this hole, 1 off the tee and 1 approach to the green. Maybe some forehands from this card, but maybe 1 or 2.
Do you think is hazard coming to play?
I think only if you're really hunting the eagle. We saw a few players in our feature card really go for that 160 meter clear and look for a long chance at eagle, but given how easy the safe hyzer is ×2, I think no reason to push it.
Yeah, after hazard come to play, looking for last year, I think this safe play, as we see from Teemu and now from Kuoksa, is more favor, because you are not, you don't need to be aggressive here. Even it's a move day, even it's a first day or third day, just pitching out your about 100 meter shot, then 70 meter approach, and you're looking for a birdie.
And we know these players, at least some of them, do have the distance to clear the hazard, but it shows their professionalism and self-control, their decision-making, sticking to the game plan. No reason to push the eagle.
The funny thing, if you are played in the hole 9 bad, you know, you just come into hole 10 and you want to crash all the feelings away. But on this level, it's so nice that these guys can hold. There's
You asked me if it would come into play. I thought not, but Silver taking the forehand line hugs the fairway so far left, he doesn't swing to the right open side, where we see Kristian here. He held on to that one a little longer than intended, but that's still a great result.
Sidearm is actually pretty fun play here. You are watching yourself, try to leave yourself as right as you can to OB line, because then you leave yourself with the easy approach as we see here from Otto, because you see the whole basket from right side.
Yeah, you really want to be with an open sight. Teemu as well, buttery smooth up to the green. Very nice.
Because from here, I think Silver don't... Oh, he's maybe... Yeah, he's enough.
I think he's
right.
going to try to throw this in. A little bit low. I mean, from the hazard, I would say this is one of the easiest par 4s on the course, if not for sure the easiest. So for this lead card pace, Silver just 1 behind the leader. He, I think, will be wanting the 3.
Par.
But finds a safe 4. It's 3 throws. The mistake was just centimeters from whether he's in safe or hazard. An unfortunate penalty stroke there, but still 3 good throws.
But he's losing the stroke. Par here, I would say not feel that great.
Do you think maybe if they move the tee like 5-10 meters more, you could consider this a par 3?
Oh yeah, on this level, you know, I think you have to throw at least 150 as a pro, because, you know, the level for now is about over there.
Europe may be a little bit less distance required than the courses in the United States, but still, at the pro level, 130 to 150 par 3s are standard.
We are coming.
and we'll see a few. This one, however, only 85. Nice and friendly. Also, one of the easiest par 3s on the course. What you really want to do is get your height right. This is just a soft uphill slope the entire way with a late low ceiling. You need to make sure that you give it enough height to beat the hill, but low enough to crash under the tree line. This one you can slide right up. The moment that you hit dirt, you get tons of ground play. Really friendly to throw a soft skipper or slide on up with a hyzer flip.
OB is on the left, on the right, but they're not coming to play. Only behind the basket is OB, that if you are smashing the disc, maybe you can find. But I haven't seen any OBs on this specific hole.
Yeah, it's very rare that OB comes into play here. Maybe an unfortunate tree kick at the edge of the line, but we see Kristian hyzer release, and he finds the gap purely.
Little hype, little clapping. Now we can see, now we can hear. Crown is.
The energy is there.
Yes.
Otto coming off the birdie, looking to put two together, and he will. Otto is back.
Even better. Wow, with tapping, every tap-in feels so great. I love to tap that in.
Tournament tap-ins, some of the best kind. And silver as well with just a laser beam.
You can, because you know, even it's 85 meters, but it can make you some troubles.
Speaking of troubles, Teemu just outside the circle, obstructed putt. Can he shape it through the gap? A little bit left side. He'll have a short comebacker for par.
Teemu again. Picking his tree, yes, okay. Well, at least don't bogey.
And similar to Silver's predicament on the last hole, where the other three on the lead card walk away with a birdie on an easy hole, he now loses one stroke. Our leader, Teemu, will fall just one behind. But just one behind for the hole. He will be matched at 13 under by Silver. Those two now tied. Kristian to meet him there as well. And with this swing, we see Otto going 2 for 2, 10 and 11. Currently sitting at 14 under par. Takes the lead once again.
Little blah 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 with the guys. I think they have discussing something about hole.
Some nice chatter. I like when there's a good camaraderie, even in the chase or lead card. When you're playing and it's a good vibe, it's a fun time. We see here hole 12. Par 4, 157 meters, an extremely tight tunnel with a low ceiling and an upward sloping ground. You want to hit about 100 to 110 meters straight shot. Try to get to this sweet spot where the fairway bends to the left. You then have another 50 meters to a fast green. This is another par 4 which you just want to survive, maybe slightly more birdieable than some of the other par 4s, but still by no means easy to find.
And about chit-chatting, I like to speak with my group, getting know people, players. I'm quite a new in this sport, so I like to get known people. Oh, this can be a really trouble for Kristian. He hit the tree and goes OB. Oh, not OB, but on the right side. But there is OB if you are finding your disc on the road. But he's safe. But the rough here is not favor.
No, I will say though that you'd rather be on the rough on the right than on the left on this hole, both because it's slightly less thick, but also because of the corner. As Otto throws a pure forehand down the pipe, he is very well positioned to find his birdie.
I want the stick. He's looking about 50 meters to the pin, and he clearly seen the basket from there. So, oh man,
That's what you want.
for sure. And Silver Lätt taking his sidearm as well. And knowing his sidearm, this should be, oh well, great as well.
Up there past Otto, might have 5 meters more, but at this point, difference from 60 to 65, I think, very small. It's more about which gaps are available. Teemu going to show us the hyzer flip backhand. Really nice nose angle on that. I really like the height that he released, and it was safe the whole way. Great ground play. Impressive control of the hyzer angle to land flat with no skip with a high-speed disc.
And here we see Kuoksa trying to line his foot on the light. Do you have anything? Did you see where it went?
Oh, I did not, but I think he did not make it too far as he's still looking to make it to the opening. This is his third shot. Oh, it looks like he threw only 5 or 10 meters, and then there connecting with a tree.
Now he's in sweet spot, but looking for saving par from there. No way he's suffering bogey from here. As we see Otto taking his second from the sweet and find some trees or something, but I don't know.
Right up there for birdie.
Yeah.
Otto just dissecting this hole. 110 meters straight, 50 to the side. Great stuff. Silver looking to match it. Even closer. Forehand, forehand. That's how you play this hole.
For the last sidearm from Otto, playing the wide sidearm line, but made it clean.
And this was from Teemu.
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
Otto.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No worries at all. We see Kuoksa now on his fourth shot. Really fast green there that you see came in very soft and still slides long. Teemu up now.
Did you get any birdie on? Day one?
Round 3.
Only round 3.
Round 3 I found the birdie on this one. Great one to find.
Feels really good.
And yourself?
And not unfortunately, too hard hole for me. But
Teemu
not
finds
for
it.
Teemu, yes.
A picture perfect tee shot there. Kuoksa saving bogey. Very solid stuff. Unfortunate result from the scramble, but good to bring it back and make sure to find that putt. Otto as well, making it look easy. You go forehand or backhand off the tee, Tomi?
Forehand. I think my forehand is like straighter. I can, you know, because I see where I'm throwing all the way, so it's easier for me.
I'm with you the whole way there. Forehand through the gap in the woods, much preferred for me as well. We see a new hole to the course this year, an addition to the layout, hole 13. This triple mando forces players to play within the gap. Going slightly downhill, you have the low ceiling, as well as OB to the left and the right if you cross into the trees. You want to beat these last few guardians and try to come to a soft stop, as there is also OB long if you come in a little too fast. I think for most players you want to throw just a nice glidey putter straight down the middle, but this hole had ripping headwind all 3 days and controlling the nose angle really hard. Otto makes it look pretty easy.
And if you are missing Mando, you're about to dropping yourself to drop zone, which is 40 meters to the pin. But with these low shots, a little too low from Silver. And the hole is coming every time with headwind, this specific hole, so
You can't really throw the disc you want to throw when it's calm. A lot of people disking up instability to something a touch more stable, but then you get not quite the right shape that you're looking for.
this is a great hole. Really, really good hole, I would say.
Agreed. And just another example, a great balance of some power drives on this course, as well as these very touchy 70 to 80 meter par 3s.
We've seen sidearms and backhand. What do you throw?
I was throwing the backhand here.
Oh, man.
I
You're the
found
same. You're the same as
Let's
me.
go, man. Good game plan. Good game plan. We got
works.
the right idea, yeah.
Still a little too high. But here we see from Teemu and Crown, they woke up. Yeah, we got some shouting out there.
Otto fires in his birdie putt as well.
Shout outs for that guy who is shouting and keeping the atmosphere out there.
And Kuoksa finds the 3. And really, it's a great example. It's only 75-meter par 3. For the pros, you think it's probably a must-get, but it doesn't feel like it when you play it. Really not as easy as it looks, this one, as we walk away with 2 birdies, 2 pars. Hole 14, par 4, 176 meters. Once you throw out of this initial gap, you need to very quickly move to the right, as OB stakes come into play about 60 to 65 meters up there. Anything longer than that very quickly finds itself OB, and you see this mando pole on the right. You want to land right in this gap here. Between the mando and OB is the sweet spot. You then have a big hyzer or straight shot to this protected green. OB fence along the right side. In the left, there's a bit of space to play in those trees if you need to, but not preferable. Really left of them, you can find OB, and also OB long of this green if your approach is a little too fast.
And I will mention every perfect shot finding OB here. So don't throw perfect shot.
You really can't push this one around the mando at all, or else it's so quickly finding trouble. It's just a placement shot and then 100 meters up to the pin.
Otto found a tree with his high throw, and Teemu here to the stick, 100-meter stick.
And I like that he went with a low-speed disc here. It's really tempting to start pulling out a driver, something very overstable, and trying to push right. But it's how you find the trouble, most often long, when you disc up. So, good control.
If your disc found near to this, what you call where you're sitting?
The bench.
Bench, yeah, exactly. Then your second shot is not opening because the mando, you know, the flex shot is so hard to throw from the bench if you are near to that.
And Otto, coming up short, was pinched around the mando, has to place a forehand hyzer. But Teemu attacks the green.
You have to be as close as you can to OB line.
Even Silver, not with a great placement. This tee shot really favoring the forehand placement, but even one of the best forehand players not finding it that time.
Kuoksa on perfect position, looking his hyzer shot, but this is turning too much. Is he finding
Might be
OB?
long. Yeah, it's just outside the circle, OB long. Some struggles for him on the last few holes. As Kuoksa has slowed down just a touch. Otto and Teemu are keeping it real fast, a good pace, 16 under.
Otto, great start, 4-for-4 on back 9. We haven't mentioned that. He get the tie with Teemu, as you said, yes.
And a rare airball left from Silver. I believe that was to save par. He will find a bogey. And Otto also taking a par there.
Kristian after went OB, trying a little too much right. He's suffering bogey from there right now.
Silver finds it on the comeback. He will be taking, I believe, the 5. And Teemu with a very clean birdie. Only one here on this card. Honestly, made it look pretty easy, that young man right now. Very well done here on 14. And Kuoksa as well, carding the bogey with the OB stroke and one missed putt. Some tricky stuff here. But if you're frustrated on hole 14, you walk to the tee of hole 15 and you have a wide open fairway where you can really put a move on a big drive. You want a long straight shot that gets as close as possible to the left side of this fairway. You do have OB left of those to the previous fairway, those yellow flags. And right about here is where the best drives land. If you can get all the way to this walking path, you have a straight look around the corner. Anything short or right, you'll have to shape around the bend, meaning you are also blind. And as you approach this green, you have OB directly behind it, as well as a downslope. This one you want a big drive off the tee, and then a nice soft placement on the approach.
Last year, still remember, grass wasn't that long as this year, so roller was actually most of the shot. But here, actually, I think I've seen only couple disc with me who is throwing roller here, but basically everybody is doing this air shot. Try to get about 130 meters to get to the corner.
Yeah, you can try to flex something if you need to, but even just a hyzer flip down the middle that fades a little left at the end is normally a great shot. Otto, he's turning right. He'll hope to see some fade. Oh, but he makes it just past the corner. That is prime placement.
Knowing Silver as a sidearm player, his backhand crashed over the corner. He's maybe too long.
Yeah, I think he threw that about 170, pinching himself off from the fairway entrance there. Kuoksa will see how much distance he chooses to bite off, also shaping this soft flex. Prime placement, you see just 10 meters short of Silver's. He has a nice hyzer look. Yeah, for what people say about Silver's forehand, has a great command of the backhand as well. I think just more of a preference thing than a difference in ability.
Teemu has nice approach sidearm here. He found himself in the circle one looking for his birdie. This one of the hole you want walk out with birdie.
Yes. The par 4s that are not in the woods, you do want all of them. Very attackable. And just like that, Kristian chip hyzer makes it look easy.
Oh, they are battling who is getting closer to pin. Now Silver will show his skills.
Little CTP battle going on lead card. Silver goes long, and I believe that is OB. So the start of that bridge is where the OB line is, about 10 meters to 12 behind the basket.
Oh,
To come back, he's low from the hand.
back-to-back bogey on the back nine. Which one is easier?
Teemu with a good birdie as we see two of our lead card just taking off. Teemu and Otto setting a great pace as Kristian and Silver begin to fall behind a little bit, but great birdie from Kristian as well. He'll be taking that one after some struggles on the previous 3 holes.
And, well,
Silver with the bogey as well. 2 in a row.
Meet Pure, the most modern disc golf bag in the universe. Join the Pure family today. Pre-sale at puredisc.net.
Here you see hole 16, maybe my favorite hole on the course. This par 4 is 171 meters. You have an initial tunnel shot to hit with some guardians late, about 100 meters up. Once you crest these, anywhere in this open field is a good spot to be, as you have 2 options to enter this green, the backhand hyzer low or high, as well as the forehand round the left side. It really is a pick your shot sort of hole. Off the tee and on the approach, you can take any shape you want, but with OB left and right the entire way, you need to stay within the fairway.
Here we are starting with our current leader. Because of birdie on the, not last, but on the hole 14. He got 1 stroke lead, find little branches, but that's a makeable place to find birdie.
Yeah, he didn't look happy with it, but he's just 70 to 90 meters from the basket, no problem, with some open options. And this is more what you're looking for. Anywhere up into that gap is a great spot, and he'll have an open backhand hyzer.
Knowing this guy as a Gannon from his arm, shooting perfectly.
Oh, he flips the camera. Oh, wow. He is maybe just outside circle 2.
He's jump putting for his second.
Eagle. That was the smoothest 150 you'll see on this hole. Silver also taking the backhand here. Looking to turn over disc. He grounds it a little bit early, but even from there, it's possible to birdie.
As knowing this sidearm, the guy is found himself in bounds in circle 1 from the position, but he wasn't happy. I came to him and giving some click, fist pump.
Some energy.
Yeah, he was, I don't know, he was a little like disappointing. Maybe about the bogeys on the last ones.
Yeah, especially on the lead card, to lose pace with the leaders and sets you back after a lot of success early on in his round as well. You remember his super hot start to round 2.
Teemu and Otto little early with those sidearms.
Now I would say Teemu's shot was not perfect, did connect with the tree, but Otto from prime placement,
Yeah.
he jump puts for the most stress-free 3 you'll see here. Kristian really showing his distance off the tee.
Teemu Talikainen with the putt from circle 2. Pretty
Wow.
good. Deserve it. Clearly deserve it.
Sitting in that lead position, he shows you exactly why he's there, and he does not let up the gas as he continues trucking. That is a beautiful birdie putt.
And no motions. You see that? Pure professionalism there.
Silver, that was for birdie. Does not translate the opportunity. And Otto as well. Their approach is coming up just at the outside of circle 1. Our leader there takes a breath, realizing he might have some breathing room now as he begins to separate.
Don't know what happened yet on second, third card. But for now, our leader is leading by 2 strokes.
Look at that scorecard. Everything but 1 hole green on this back 9. Really impressive. This is another hole where if you're frustrated from 16, you get to 17, and you can really let out a nice drive here. Par 3, 139 meters, slightly downhill. You want to throw, avoiding the OB left and right, trying to hit this final gap up to the green. Hopefully you can get some soft ground play. If you manage to fire long of the basket, you will also find OB just beyond this hill.
And for now, Teemu was starting 8 under, and now he's 19 under. So 2 holes more. His scores right now is 11 under.
The course record being 12, I believe, from Hjalta and Elias last year.
But the course was different because that was easier. This is not the same.
Wow!
He's going for 12 under with even harder course than last year.
Teemu is in the flow. Every shot coming out of him just looking perfect. Kristian turning over the drive. We'll see if he can fade out through the branches. He gets caught up at the backside. That will be a tricky putt, but he's up there with a birdie chance.
And this is what you're expecting from your back 9, as you see Otto birdie, 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 par, and Teemu Talikainen even better. From now, Otto little too low, But hardest par 3, I believe, here.
Between this one and hole 2, yeah, very tricky. This one I would say has more danger than hole 2, both sitting over 130 meters at a par 3. Silver gets the forehand shaped out there, doesn't flex back all the way, but he'll be in circle 2.
Little dance action from the crown. Here Otto is pitching his approach well down.
Oh, yeah, if he goes even a few meters further hitting the ground, he's OB long, so that's really good to stick there.
Silver just laying up his second shot, I believe. That's not really... You can't...
Oh, it's irresponsible to run this. Kristian, though, tries to crash through the trees, also taking a 3. I say this is another one where the 2 and 4 is quite rare. The 3 is most common, and Otto finds himself the par.
I asked Kuoksa, do he have any room, any gaps? He said, like, well, yeah, there were, but he was like, if I'm hitting a branch, disc won't be too far.
This is Teemu for birdie. Look how close he is.
He's taking his time. He's nervous for sure. Taking 2 on hole 17. Wow.
Just like that, he is matching the course record of 12 under with 1 hole to go. Absolutely hot round from Teemu Talikainen, and a really breakout performance for him in this 2023 season. The final stretch. Here you have hole 18, par 3, 103 meters, but steeply uphill. You really want a long fighting hyzer that tries to crash into this last gap and fight up the hill as far as possible. You can also try to hit the gap with more of a straight shot. This play is probably like 125, 130 meters of power. If you can go full hyzer that far, it really is the best play to get left and up the hill.
You can park this hole because this, you can see this on the
slope.
Exactly, so it always getting rolled down the 5-6 meters at least.
You don't want to catch any metal that isn't chains in the basket. Will leave you, with a tricky tester back uphill. And this is Teemu sitting at the course record. This looks really good. Oh, it just doesn't fade early enough, but well positioned to have a long Anheuser putt.
This is, I believe, a little too low from Kristian. He had straight.
This was another hole that for me had headwind all 3 rounds. Being forced to throw nose up this hill, managing the headwind was quite tricky. Getting the height just right, very difficult. So Otto fire 2 straight. Silver now hoping to make the correction.
Little too tight from Silver. Finding early 3. From here, you can run this.
But the Anheuser forehand will always roll, coming in at that angle perpendicular to the slope. I think he's okay with that, knowing it will funnel to just a 6-7 meter putt. This is Otto for birdie.
He tried to make that, but that looks like layup.
Okay,
is Teemu running this?
If the course record is in his head, yes. If he's just trying to win the tournament, no. But that is certainly a run. He connects with the band. He is centimeters away from setting a new course record. And now has to putt uphill again for par.
Behind the tree, and here we see, just left high from Kuoksa. Now Teemu's from 6 meters.
Finished the round at 20 under.
Oh no.
He rolls away again. And he is putting for bogey now. Currently 3 strokes over Otto, who's taking par. If he makes this bogey putt, he will be just 2 ahead. This is a huge mental test here.
This can happen for everybody of us.
But given his position in this round,
Yeah.
Great putt there, securing the bogey. Unfortunate end, but an incredible round from Teemu Talikainen, currently leading this lead card. Super impressive stuff. Silver finds the par as well. Kristian and Otto doing the same. Hole 18 is in the books here for our round 2. What an exciting 18 holes here.
Yeah, this is nice would be, like it's easy to birdie, but tricky.
As we see here, Teemu leading 19 under par, 11 under for the round. Really impressive stuff. Otto Mäkinen in second place, 2 strokes behind Teemu. Rasmus Saukko-Ripi coming from the chase card, putting himself for the lead in round 3. Great performance by him.
And Ville Ahokas as well. He was actually last year second place on Belgium Open.
There you go. Make sure to tune into round 3, folks. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you there.
See you next time.